of lasuni methi. Now here I have 1 tablespoon of roasted peanuts, 1 tablespoon of roasted sesame seeds that I've lightly roasted in a pan, and similarly I've roasted 1 tablespoon of gram flour besan and a quarter cup of water. We're going to grind all these ingredients to a super fine paste. Now in a pan I'm going to heat 1 tablespoon of oil. Once my oil is nice and hot, I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of cumin seeds or jeera. Once the cumin seeds begin to splutter, I'm going to add 10 small cloves of garlic that I've chopped into halves. Fry this garlic really well till you get the lovely aroma of the garlic and the rawness of the garlic goes away. Once that is done, I'm going to add 2 cups of fenugreek or methi leaves. Now I've cleaned the methi leaves really well. I've soaked them in water, little bit salt has been added for 15 minutes, drained them well, dried it, and then chopped it very fine. That's very important to wash your methi really well. And once this is done, once you fry the methi really well, you're just going to set it aside to cool. Now in another pan, I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of oil. Once the oil is nice and hot, I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of cumin seeds or jeera seeds. Again, we're going to fry the jeera seeds till they begin to splutter. Once that is done, I'm going to add 4 dried red chilies that I've cut into half. Fry the chilies well. Next, we're going to add 8 small cloves of garlic chopped fine. Now this is lasuni garlic, so there's a lot of lasun or garlic in this recipe. Again, fry the garlic really well. Once the garlic is nicely fried, I'm going to add 1 medium-sized onion that I've chopped fine. We're going to fry the onion well too. Once the onion is nice and translucent, I'm going to be adding 1 tomato, that is 1 medium-sized tomato chopped fine. Fry the tomato well too. Now once the tomatoes are fried really well, we're going to add this ground paste that we ground of the roasted sesame seeds, peanuts and gram flour with water. We're going to mix all of this really well together. Now I'm going to add about half a cup, once we fry this really well, so that everything comes together. I'm just going to add half a cup of water to the paste that we had, the bowl in which the paste was there. I'm going to add that, mix everything well. And then I'm going to add another quarter cup of water. We don't want it to be very watery, but half a cup and quarter cup of water. And now mix everything really well. Now I'm going to add 1.5 teaspoon of red chili powder, half a teaspoon of turmeric or haldi powder, half a teaspoon of garam masala. This is homemade garam masala. I'll leave a link to my recipe. Mix everything well together. And now I'm going to add the methi, the fried methi, garlic and cumin seeds. Once you fry methi, the quantity really reduces drastically. And now you're going to mix all of this really nicely together. Add some salt to taste. And you're going to cover and cook this on a very low flame for 3 minutes. And after 3 minutes, your dish is all ready. This goes really well with some naan, roti, puris, or even rice and dal. So do give this recipe a try, guys. I'll catch you soon. So friends, let's see today's lovely sanza recipe. So these are the few ingredients that we require. First, I have 1 cup of fine semolina or rava. This is 3 cups of water. Then I'm going to be using half a teaspoon each of mustard seeds, asafoetida, cumin and turmeric powder. Next, I have 1 medium onion that I've chopped fine. This is about 1/4 cup of cashew nuts, 1/4 cup of fresh coriander leaves, 7 to 8 curry leaves, 1 light green chili, 1/4 cup of green peas, the juice of half a lemon, clarified butter, salt and sugar to taste. And I'm also going to be using 1 teaspoon of urid dal or udid dal. So now I'm going to be heating a pan. Now once my pan is nice and hot, I'm going to add the semolina or the rava, and I'm going to roast this really well. Now if you're going to be using a cup measure, then you'll have to take 1:3, that is 1 cup of rava to 3 cups of water. Or if you're using a steel vati like this, then also it goes the same, 1:3. So I'm going to be heating the water and let it come to a very gentle boil on a low flame. Now we got to roast the rava or the semolina really well. So I did this for about 3 minutes on a very low flame, and you'll get the aroma of the rava. Now once the semolina or the rava is nicely roasted, you're going to transfer it to a bowl, and you're going to clean your pan if you're using the same pan. Clean it very well so that with a clean cloth. And then again you put it on the heat, and you're going to add 4 teaspoons of ghee or clarified butter. Now let the ghee get nice and hot on a low to medium flame. Once it heats up, we're going to add half a teaspoon of our mustard seeds or mohri or rye. Let the mustard seeds begin to splutter. Once that happens, you're going to add half a teaspoon of jeera or cumin seeds. Next, I'm going to add the curry leaves. Now you can add the curry leaves whole, or you can even chop them up. Try to use fresh curry leaves. Then I'm going to add the green chili that I've just chopped fine. We're going to add half a teaspoon of asafoetida or hing, half a teaspoon of turmeric powder or haldi, because we're going to give this, it's going to give it a beautiful yellow color. Now we're going to add the udid dal, and now we're going to saute everything nicely. Fry the chilies really well so that it flavors the ghee. Now we're going to add our onion. So I've taken 1 medium-sized onion and chopped it fine. We're going to fry the onion till it gets nice and translucent. Now if your water has come to a boil, you can turn the heat off under the water that is boiling. But fry your onions really nicely. Then we're going to add the green peas. Now this is completely optional. If you have green peas, you can add it. Otherwise, it's okay if you skip it. Now we're going to add the cashew nuts. Now you can split the cashew nuts into 2 halves. Now we're going to add the roasted rava or the semolina that we had kept aside in the bowl. And now we're going to mix everything really well together. See that there's no white part of the semolina, left. It should be nice and yellow. Now we're going to flavor it with some salt to taste, and I'm also going to be adding a pinch of sugar. Again, mix the salt and the sugar in well. We need to roast everything, fry everything nicely so everything gets nicely mixed up together. So if you do it this way and follow the the steps, then you'll get this lovely light and fluffy and really delicious sanza. And now I'm going to add the hot water. Be extremely careful because it tends to splutter. So stand a little bit away from the pan and just pour this hot boiling water onto the semolina. Don't mix it. Immediately cover and cook this on a low to medium flame till the water evaporates. Keep an eye on it. Now you can see that all the water has gone away. So now we're going to just loosen this mixture very lightly. Keep the flame very low and just mix everything very, very gently. So you can see that it's almost cooked, but we need to keep it a little while longer. So loosen it up. And now again, I'm going to cover this and just cook it for about a minute on a very low flame. And now you can see that it's nice and light and fluffy. And you get a beautiful aroma of, all the ingredients come together. And now I'm just going to add some finely chopped coriander. Now what I do with my coriander or kothimber is I soak it in water with some salt, add it to it for about 10 minutes and then rinse it really well, dry it and then chop it up. So then add that too and mix it in really well. I also have a video on how I store my coriander. I'll leave a link below, how I clean it and how I store it. Now we're going to turn the flame off and we're going to add the juice of half a lemon. Now a small tip over here, don't throw away these lemon seeds or lemon pips. What I do is I have a small pot in my kitchen window and I just keep popping these seeds as and when I use lemon into the pot. That way I have a small little lemon tree growing in my pot. So don't throw away these seeds. You can just put them in any pot that you have in your windowsill. That way you'll get a lovely lemon tree and you can really use this. So just a small tip. So now once you add the lemon juice, remember our heat is off. Just mix in the lemon juice nicely so that it coats the entire, all of the semolina and the rava. And that's it, guys. Our sanja or sansa is all ready. And enjoy this with a lovely hot, piping hot cup of tea or coffee. Do try out this recipe and do leave your comments in the comment section below. I would love to hear from all of you. Take care, guys. See you in my next video. Bye. onion fritters. So here I've taken about 6 medium-sized onions, washed them well, peeled them, and I'm going to cut them into thin slices like this, and then just separate them and put them in a large bowl like this. So cut them lengthwise into thin rounds like this, separate them and keep them aside. Here is a little closer look and a slower look. So for beginners, you can just cut them like this. So I've slowed down the video, and then just crush them like this. Separate all the onion like this. And then we're going to put them in a large bowl. So I think 6 medium-sized onions should be fine. If you want more, then you can double the quantity. So now I'm just going to add some salt to taste. So roughly about 1 teaspoon, and I'm going to mix everything really well. And then we're going to set this aside for 15 minutes. And what the salt does is it, helps the onion to release, the onion juice or some kind of water from the onion. And you see after 15 minutes, the onion is completely wet. So that's what we're looking for. Now I'm just going to add a pinch of ova or ajwain. Next, I'm going to add a 1/4 teaspoon or a 1/4 teaspoon of cumin or jeera. Next goes in 1 teaspoon of red chili powder. Now you can adjust this according to your taste. If you want it more spicy, then just go with a 1/2 teaspoon more. If you want it less spicy, then only use 1/2 teaspoon. And now we're going to add 4 tablespoons of besan or chickpea flour. So just sprinkle it over the onion mixture like this. And then mix everything really nicely together. And then you're just going to add about roughly 4 tablespoons of water. You shouldn't have any of the dry chickpea flour in your bowl. And the mixture should not be too wet. It should just be, just the right consistency, not too watery or not too dry. And then you're just going to heat up some oil, and you're just going to deep fry these onions. These onion pakodas or these bhajis till they're nice and golden brown in color. Let them fry well on a low to medium flame. The oil also should be nice and hot. And let them become nice and dark golden brown in color and nice and crispy. And then just drain them on some kitchen towel. So the excess oil, you can get rid of the excess oil. So just put them in this manner. And let them fry really nicely. And your onion bhajis are all ready. You can have this with some lovely green chutney or some tomato ketchup. This goes amazingly well with a hot cup of tea or a hot cup of coffee. So I hope you liked today's quick and easy recipe. I'll catch you in my next video sooner than you think. This is Akshata signing off. Take care, guys. Bye. So let's see today's interesting recipe of guacamole. So here I have 2 medium-sized avocados. Now the outside of the avocado should be really dark, and when you press on it, it should be a little bit soft. Now this is 1 medium onion chopped, 1 medium tomato chopped very fine, 1 cup of very finely chopped coriander leaves, some salt to taste, and 1 teaspoon of pepper. This is 3 tablespoons of lime juice. You can adjust it as per your taste, and 2 tablespoons of very finely chopped jalapenos. Now just run a knife, a very sharp knife like this, in the center of on the lengthwise of the avocado, and then just twist it like this, and it opens up really easily. Using your knife, just take off the pip or the seed, and you can see that it's really nice and ripe on the inside. It's really buttery and soft. I'll leave instructions in the description box as to how to choose the avocados. And now just using a scoop out the flesh using a spoon like this. It comes off very, very easily. Just run your spoon through the edges and then just scoop it out and transfer it to a nice mixing bowl. And you can see that the entire avocado has the half of it has come off, and in the same way you take off the other one as well. And in this way I'm going to use the 2 avocados. And now using a spoon, you're just going to mash it a bit, or you can also use a fork, which I found much easier. So mash it down completely, and then all we have to do is just add all the ingredients like the lemon juice. Add the lemon juice and mix it in well. So you can adjust the lemon juice as per your taste. And it also helps to retain the green color of the avocado. Then we're going to add the tomatoes. Next we'll go in our chopped onions. Next we're going to add in the jalapenos. Now these are the jalapenos you get, soaked in brine. So this is optional, but it really adds a lovely flavor to this dish. Then you're going to add your pepper powder. Again, you can adjust the pepper powder as per your taste. Next, we're going to add the coriander or the cilantro. And then last but not the least, we're going to flavor it with some salt to taste. And that's all the ingredients. And now all we have to do is just mix it really, really well. So you can have it all by itself, but it tastes great with some nacho chips. So do try out this recipe and let me know how you liked it.
Today's recipe as well as today's video, and if you would like to see more videos like this, then don't forget to leave this video a big thumbs up. Also by clicking the thumbs up icon. Also don't forget to subscribe to my channel and become a part of Akshata's recipes. Once you have subscribed, there is a small little bell icon that will pop up, so just click on that. That way whenever I put up a new recipe or a new video, you get a message for the same. So on that note, I'll say bye and I'll catch you in my next video sooner than you think. This is Akshata saying bye, take care, stay healthy, stay fit, be kind and loving to one another. So till we meet again, bye.